Weather impact alert continues at this hour after heavy rain overnight and into morning across the valley and state. We are now tracking the next round of storms to hit us, and it's expected to hit in the next few hours. But it's been raining on and off in parts of the valley throughout the day. Take a look at the wet roads early this morning at 3:30 a.m. on the 60 and Priest. The rain coming down consistently for several hours. And when the sun came up, well, guess what? The rain kept coming. Meteorologist Jen Wall was out covering the road conditions this morning inside the 12 News weather tracker.
Guys, we're on the 101 eastbound right at 56th Street, and I want to point something out that my photographer also wanted me to share with you guys is you should be able to see the McDowell Mountains right now, right? And you cannot. I mean, we are socked in with clouds around the entire valley. Rain is coming down up here this morning. As I look out my window, I mean, the entire valley. We have such a great shot where we're driving right now is just covered in clouds.
And boy, do we need that rain. Fortunately, we did not see the flooding that sometimes happens on freeways, and luckily there were no major accidents. But cars, they did have to navigate some flooding on surface streets. This is near 50th Street in Chandler, where cars had to navigate some of the standing water there. A reminder that if you come up on flooded streets or washes, the best advice is to not drive through it. Turn around, don't drown. And this was a scene not too far from there. This is 48th Street and Ray. It looks like a lake, but that's actually a green belt that was filled up after all that heavy rain. And you can just see, you just saw earlier, the ducks even turned it into their own little swimming pond. And this video was taken late this afternoon around 3 p.m. in the West Valley. This is near I-10 and Bullard. Even though most of the activity was over with, we still saw some isolated downpours like that. Well, tonight we are bringing you team coverage as we track more rain chances for the overnight hours. Meteorologist Lindsay Riley and Chris Dunn here now. And Lindsay, let's start with you. Is the bulk of the heavy rain over with now, and what are we looking at for tonight?
At this point, we're about halfway through with this storm. We can expect another round of very heavy rainfall as we go into tonight. It's going to last until about lunchtime tomorrow. So we're not done with the rain yet. Chris is going to have a look at some of those rain totals here momentarily. But first, the hour-by-hour forecast. And very similar scenario to what we had last night. Last night, the evening hours were very quiet, and you can see mostly dry. Still can't rule out an isolated storm before 9 p.m. for the lower deserts, but our chances are going to begin to go up again around 11 o'clock tonight. And we are going to be seeing those scattered showers and storms all night through tomorrow morning until about lunchtime. So that's a look for the lower deserts. Fast forward to the high country. Right now, we are seeing rain around the Flagstaff area, and we'll keep isolated chances through the overnight there as well. But for the difference with the high country is we will start to see some drier air work into that region, northern Arizona, which will shut off some of the showers for part of the day tomorrow. Now, this is the excessive rainfall risk for tomorrow, and it's going to be highest across southeastern Arizona. Certain models suggesting we could see rainfall rates up to 1 inch per hour with some of these thunderstorms overnight and into the day tomorrow. So we still have a lot of tropical moisture to get through. This is mostly coming up from Raymond now, which is the second tropical storm that was behind Priscilla, but moderate risk for some flooding in the areas of yellow. That's where we have our highest risk tomorrow. But you can see green in Phoenix. That's a low risk, but it still is there. So we'll still see some heavy rainfall overnight through tomorrow morning. Radar right now, not too bad. The lower desert's pretty quiet. In fact, we did have some periods of blue sky today, which was nice to see. Very humid out there. We do have a lot of shower activity further to the south and east around the Tucson area. And over the next 24 hours, this is exactly where a lot of the storms are going to begin to fire up. So this is where we're going to be seeing a lot of the most active weather through the day tomorrow. Flagstaff, a couple showers right now. now. Rim country a little bit quieter. But again, things are going to ramp up again tonight. So we're not done with the stormy weather yet. Meteorologist Chris Dunn now has a look at the rainfall that we've already seen, and then also looking ahead to what we can expect rainfall-wise in addition. Chris?
Yeah, well, Lindsay, the numbers actually lined up pretty well with what we were forecasting yesterday. Overnight, and especially during the early morning hours today, say 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, that's when a lot of this rain fell. These are 24-hour totals. At the Paradise Valley Country Club, 1.42 inches, 1.46 in Cave Creek. On the west side, Goodyear, about 1/3 of an inch. Same for Levine and Avondale. Peoria, about a 1/2 inch of rain. Chandler, 1.02 and 1.06 for Mesa, about 3/4 of an inch of rain in Queen Creek. So everybody getting some of this rain. And most importantly, at Sky Harbor Airport, 0.70. That was since midnight. That number is impressive because consider this. The previous daily record, 0.31. We more than doubled that. That record goes all the way back to 1928, so almost a 100-year record that we broke today, and there's more rain on the way for tomorrow. I think tomorrow's record is in that 1/3 of an inch to nearly a 1/2 inch of range, and we could easily break that record again. Here's some of the rain forecast totals. This takes us all the way through Tuesday, but realistically, it looks like overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, and then one last round for Monday. So for the next 2 days, this is what we're expecting. Another inch, possibly 2 inches of rain on top of what we've already had so far. Anthem, Cave Creek, a little bit higher amounts because of your higher elevation, the extra lift that is provided by that elevation. Another inch for Phoenix, and Avondale just shy of an inch, and 0.92 for Mesa Gateway. Again, just some numbers to give you an idea of what we're expecting. In the last 3 days, we've had nearly 2 inches of rain in Glendale, about 1.5 inches for Tempe, Cave Creek, 1.26 for Maricopa, and Mesa over 1 inch of rain as this flood watch continues because of the additional rain on top of what we have already seen. And you can see the heaviest rain north of the valley between Flagstaff, Payson, and up along the rim. Some reports, estimates of more than 4 inches of rain in this area. Cottonwood, parts of Coconino County and Yavapai County as well, getting a lot of that heavy rain.